All right, guys, so I'm not all the way finished, but I'm finished enough to where I can show you guys the new setup. So here it is. I added two 250-gallon tanks. I added a 55 vertical bleach tank for my 12 volt, and then that is my designated downstreaming tank. All right, now I can carry 500 gallons of water. I can run both machines now with water flowing into the tank. This is my 300 feet of garden hose. I have a two-way splitter on this, so I can open both of these up, and now water is going into both tanks. So I did this because we hired a guy. All right, that's another big announcement. We went ahead and hired a field technician. He's going to either work with me or my business partner Tyler each day. Probably my business partner, since I do more of the back end administrative estimates, invoices type stuff. He's going to be in the field with my business partner. So anyways, this is the new setup. The only thing I have left to do is mount my 12 volt reel, which is going to go right here. Okay, so I have one 8-gallon per minute machine right here being fed from that tote. This is its designated hose reel. Has 200 feet of high pressure hose on there, DN10 ball valve. This is my battery over here for my 12 volt. I mounted the 12 volt on my tank here. This is my little chemical area. Got some F9 groundskeeper, F9 bark, pump sprayer, and then that's my surfactant. This is my auxiliary gas tank for this machine. Just showed you the two tanks there. Come around over here, I keep my X-Jet reservoir right there for now. Here's my other 8-gallon per minute machine, and then this is the designated hose reel for that machine. So, and obviously this is being fed from this tank. This is my heavy duty backpack sprayer. I made a soft washing wand to go with this. The little plastic thing they send you falls apart pretty quickly, so I just plumbed this up and built that. Put this little zip tie here to hang it from. My mini Mondo's right there. It's gonna go in the middle of the truck and just lean that way. Added this ladder rack for my ladders, and then my 20-inch backup surface cleaner is on top of my truck here. So this is a lot more efficient than what I had before. A lot of people were bothered by me not having my tanks up by the headache rack. Well, there you go. I had to do it because I needed to added another buffer tank. So I have two 250s, so I can roll with 500 gallons now. And this truck doesn't even know it's on there. That's why I have an F450. All right. So just a brief summary. I've got two 8-gallon per minute machines, two hose reels with 200 feet of high pressure hose on there. I've got 300 feet of garden hose on this hose reel here. It feeds both tanks at the same time with my two-way splitter there. I've got it plumbed down to both tanks. This is my 12 volt pump with battery. I'm gonna have it plumbed around here to my tank or my 12 volt hose reel. It's gonna go right there. Those are my two bleach tanks, one for my 12 volt and then one for downstreaming. And yeah, I added the ladder rack back on there. So Big Zeus got a makeover. Iron City Power Washing is scaling. Now we're able to run two machines off this truck. Pretty fired up. And then obviously here's my little red box. I keep my nozzles in here. Okay, keep my guns. That's what I forgot to show you. I knew I was forgetting something. got my guns back here. So got my shorty gun, have my M5 on there. My turbo nozzle gun is what I call it. And then my backup is over there. Have my fire extinguisher here. So we started a $26,000 job on May the 9th. So, and there's a limited amount of water. So that's another reason I added 2 totes on there. So that'll save us a lot of time. So anyways, guys, this is the new rig. I've already done a few jobs with it. And it did very well. I'm very pleased. I'm happy with it, man. I love this truck. I had a landscaper come up to me not too long ago at the gas station, and he offered me 40 grand for this truck. And I politely said no, because yay, I may make 40 grand. I paid 18 for this truck. So that's a pretty good profit, but then what? If I go try to find an F450 right now in this crazy automobile market, I'm paying 60, 70 grand. So in reality, I wouldn't make any. So this truck's deleted, F450. Everything's heavy duty on it. It's meant to carry a lot of weight. It is perfect for what I want to do. All right. I could add another tank on there if I wanted to. I have the gooseneck option there if I ever wanted to haul a gooseneck trailer. This is just one of those trucks you can do a lot with. If I ever leave the industry, which I probably never will, I'm still going to hold on to this truck. You can do a lot with it. So yeah, guys, new makeover for Zeus. We officially hired a field technician. Big things are happening at Iron City Power Wash. Let's go.